Hello and welcome to the Banana Box 2009.5 for Mac, new RealTracks and new features video. In this video, we're going to explore some of the great styles you get with RealTracks sets 40 through 66 and RealDrums sets 21 through 26. And along the way, we'll show you some of the great new features introduced with Banana Box 2009.5. For example, there is a new feature in the chord settings dialog that enables you to remove all rests, shots, and holds from an entire song, such as all of these rests where only the guitars are playing. If I press the Clear All button, you can see that all of those rests are now gone. We've split our new RealTracks into 3 packs: Rock 2, Jazz 2, and Country 2. To check out Rock, Jazz, and Country 1, visit www.pgmusic.com. We'll start off by checking out some of the styles in RealPack Rock 2. RealPack Rock 2 includes RealTracks sets 40 through 49, as well as RealDrums sets 21 and 22. So, in order to check out some of the demos for these styles, we can look in the RealTracks Demos folder. And we'll open up the demo that features 2 pop American guitars. Now, the demo already has these chords entered, so we could just press play, but this is a good place to show you a new feature in Banana Box 2009.5. The spacebar now works for play and stop. If your cursor is in the middle of the song, it starts playback from there, and if it's at the beginning, it starts with the 2-bar count-in. So I'll just press the spacebar and watch it go. If you'd prefer to keep the spacebar working the way it previously did, entering no chord at the current bar, you can do so in Preferences. Now, this style contains 2 different electric guitars, Pop American Dirty and Pop American Muted. The dirty guitar uses a distorted sound, while the muted guitar uses a clean sound, with the player using his palm to slightly mute the strings. When I talk about the player, that's an important thing to remember with these. Each RealTracks style was recorded by an actual musician using real instruments. Banana Box pieces together a completely new performance based on the chords you enter, but it's all essentially real people who are playing the music you're hearing. I'll pick another Banana Box style that loads different RealTracks styles from set 40. The Roots Rock electric guitar styles. Now, this is a real style, which means it's all RealTracks, no MIDI. And you can see from the style memo that the styles in it were recorded at 100 beats per minute. This is the optimal tempo to use with these particular styles, though Banana Box can certainly stretch all of the parts, so you are by no means limited to that tempo. When we press New, it sets it to the optimal tempo of 100, and we'll leave it there. And we'll enter some new chord changes, just to show that this style can play anything we want to throw at it. We'll enter C, B flat, F for 2 bars. We'll repeat that. Maybe alternate between A minor and G for a little bit. D minor for 2 bars. Then F and G. And we'll make this a short song, 16 bars. Now all we have to do is press play. And we've got a brand new song. Now you'll notice that a lot of the new rock and country guitars have two guitars playing the same kind of groove, though they're very distinct. It's a very common practice in modern music to have layers of guitars playing off of each other to provide a full, rounded overall sound. It's especially effective if they're panned left and right, as they are here. The dirty guitar is panned to -30, while the tremolo guitar is panned to 30. You'll also hear the Rock Roots Even 8 Real Drum style from Real Drum Set 22, also included in the Rock 2 Real Pack. We'd now like to give you an overview of some of the other great styles you get with Real Pack Rock 2. So let's check out a bunch of the style demos. Modern rock and pop owe a lot to the original British invasion, and even though the sounds are new, they often tip their hats to the classics. That's the sound you're hearing in this demo, which features 3 driving British rock guitars, 2 electrics, and an acoustic. It also includes the new Rock Brit driving even 16ths real drum style. Most of the new styles we're releasing have a feature called RealTracks, which means that even though what you're hearing is an audio recording of a real musician pieced together by band in a box based on the chords you enter, the program knows what notes are being played and is able to display them, either in notation or on the on-screen piano keyboard. The guitars have an added bonus of having the correct notes display on the correct strings on the on-screen guitar fretboard. One of the new features in Band in a Box 2009.5 is more accurate display of these real charts. The displayed notes are now more accurate than in previous versions, with a lot of glitch notes removed. This demo features the Southern Rock acoustic guitar and the Southern Rock electric guitar. They're joined by MIDI bass and piano, and the new Rock Southern Real Drum style from Real Drum Set 21. This demo features 3 different styles from RealTracks Set 46: harmonica, pop organ, and there are several new pop organ styles in Rock Pack 2, and electric bass. Here is the real charts for the harmonica, displayed on the on-screen piano keyboard. This demo features 2 thrashing guitar styles, hard rock thrash, and a guitar with a more hollow sound. It also includes the new rock thrash halftime real drum style. Like most of the new guitars and Real drums, both of these electric guitars and the Real drums have both an A and B substyle, making it extremely easy to give your song the dynamic range it needs. So you can hear as it approaches bar 17, all instruments change what they're playing and decrease in intensity. This demo features two different Texas Boogie electric guitars. And this shows how you can mix and match from different sets. The soloist is an electric blues soloist from RealTracks set 10. Here we have two Texas rock electric guitar styles. This one features a new Easy Southern background slide guitar style and some Southern style B3 organ playing. This is a real B3, not an emulator. And here's some more B3 organ. This style is an even eighths blues style. It's included with RealTracks set 44, which features B3 styles for several different blues grooves. RealPack Jazz 2 includes RealTracks sets 50 to 58, as well as Real Drums sets 23 and 24. To start checking out some of these demos, we're going to look at a new feature in Band-in-a-Box 2009.5, the Classic RealStyles. A Real style is a band-in-a-box style where all of the instruments are RealTracks. There's no MIDI at all. And we've previously had a category for Real styles. The Classic RealStyles are Real styles that provide a full band, rhythm section only, no soloists, where most or all of the instruments in the band were recorded specifically to be used together. So you know if you just want a standard medium swing jazz band backing you up, you'll be able to find it easily by going to the Classic RealStyles. And in the individual genre categories, at the top of each list, it shows you the Classic RealStyles for that genre. So these are all of the jazz Classic RealStyles. And this one, Jazz Bop, features fast bebop instruments from RealTracks set 55. Here's a new feature in Band-in-a-Box 2009.5. In previous versions, for styles with RealTracks, when you opened the RealTracks Assign dialog, the info for the various instruments wouldn't be readily available. You'd have to search through the list. That info is now right here as soon as you open the dialog. There are several other new features in the RealTracks selection dialog. You'll notice that the file path of your RealTracks is now displayed in the title bar. This points you in the right direction if you want to actually locate the files in your Finder. And this feature also exists in the RealDrums dialog as well. Here's a checkbox that shows or hides RealTracks if the current tempo is not within their tempo range. Searching has also been enhanced, allowing for multiple search terms which include artist names. For example, I could type 200 Perry. Then it finds all of the RealTracks styles that have either 200 in their title or styles that have 200 within their tempo range, which is why these 190 beats per minute styles appear. And from those, it's narrowed the list to show only the styles recorded by horn player PJ Perry. Now, as I mentioned, the current Classic RealStyle doesn't have any soloists built into it, but that doesn't mean we can't add our own. I'll add a bebop tenor sax. And you can see the real charts displaying here for both the sax and the piano. Another new feature is a warning on boot up if a chord sheet notation transpose is in effect. For example, you may want to view the sax part as it would be written for a tenor sax, 14 semitones higher than it sounds. You can see now that the notation has been transposed, though the pitch of the actual instrument has of course not changed. If you did this and came back the next day, however, you might be confused as to why everything is transposed. So this warning message lets you know when you boot up, and you can change it back. This demo is a medium tempo bossa featuring nylon electric guitar and a flute soloist from RealTracks Set 50. And here we have piano, acoustic bass, and soprano sax from RealTracks Set 52, all playing a spirited samba. RealTracks Sets 53 and 54 provide several styles for very slow jazz ballads, and two of the most interesting styles here are the acoustic bass and piano styles that play at a slow ballad tempo for the A section, but switch to double time at B. This is a very common technique in the world of jazz. So right now we're hearing all instruments playing at 60 beats per minute, and now they've all slid into a double time 120 beats per minute groove. Also included is a solo accompaniment piano playing a slightly quicker ballad, here backing up an electric guitar soloist from RealTracks set 54. A new feature in Band in a Box 2009.5 is that select piano styles are now able to play more complex slash chords, including sevenths, minor sevenths, and minor 7 flat 5 chords, with notes other than the root in the bass. For example, in this song we have a D7 followed by D7 over F sharp, leading into the G7 chord. And we can hear that it played the correct notes in the left hand at that part. Now I'd just like to stress that you're hearing a recording of a real session piano player. This is not MIDI. There is silent MIDI going on simultaneously, which is why we're able to see the notes, but that's not what we're hearing. One of my favorite new sets is RealTracks set 56, which features acoustic bass and piano playing in a more modern style. For the piano, this means that the performer is playing more complex harmonies and rhythms, and for the bass, you'll notice a lot of sophisticated syncopated patterns. Also included in this set is the cool electric guitar soloist we're hearing right now. Most of the jazz styles include both an A section and a B section, which you control with these part markers. So, for example, right now the bass is playing in 2, but at B, he starts walking. Here's a tenor sax jazz waltz soloist from RealTracks set 58, playing with some of our previously released jazz waltz rhythm section styles. RealPack Country 2 includes RealTracks sets 59 through 66, as well as Real Drum sets 25 and 26. Right now we're listening to some of the styles from RealTracks set 65, Alt Country. Alt Country, also known as Americana, is fast becoming one of the most popular styles in the world, and with RealTracks set 65 we give you a taste of this. Like in the rock sets, many of the country styles feature dual guitars that were designed to work well together. We have that here with the Alt Country Moody and Alt Country Rootsy electric guitar styles. Most of the guitar styles also have both an A section and a B section. That, combined with the different substyles in the drums, provides great contrast that really allow you to shape and mold the dynamics in your song. This demo features two instruments from RealTracks set 59, the crossover grooving electric guitar style and the swing 16ths crossover electric bass style. A new feature with the Band in a Box 2009.5 release is that select electric bass styles are now equipped with RealCharts. RealTracks sets 63 and 64 provide a whole slew of waltz guitars, both acoustic and electric. This particular demo features 3 guitars, an electric, a strummed acoustic, and a finger-picked acoustic. And of course, all of these guitars are equipped with RealCharts, which appear correctly on the on-screen fretboard. The drums that we're hearing now are the Nash Classic Waltz Swing Real Drums from Real Drums Set 25, which is also included in RealPack Country 2. Also included with the waltz styles is this bouncy pop waltz solo accompaniment style, which was recorded specifically to be able to be used with no other rhythm section instruments, and is great if you want a stripped-down sound for your song. This style also utilizes a new feature where slash chords play more smoothly. You'll notice that when the common progression F, F over A, B flat is played, it transitions smoothly from one chord to the next. RealTracks Set 62 features 2 different tempos of Western swing rhythm guitars. Right now we're listening to the fast 190 beats per minute version, along with the Country Classic Swing Soloist, also included with Set 62. And like all our RealTracks, you're not limited at all to the tempo it was recorded at. On the fly, I'll increase all of these RealTracks and Real Drums to 210 beats per minute. And if that's not fast enough for you, let's notch it up to 240. Here we add a mandolin soloist to our existing collection of bluegrass styles. You'll notice with this style that there are no drums, and on the drum track, we've instead used it to assign a fiddle playing chops, basically the bluegrass equivalent of what a snare drum would be playing. In previous versions, when a non-drum instrument was assigned to the drum track, you would lose the count in. But with Band in a Box 2009.5, this has been added. Many of the styles in the Country 2 RealPack tread the fine line between rock and country that is often navigated on modern radio. These Nashville pop guitar styles are a great example. And in RealPack Country 2 we have many examples like this, such as our country rock guitars, and our modern country synth guitars. Both acoustic and electric. You'll notice that while some older styles used to have some audio glitches, these styles, as well as those older ones, are completely free of audio glitch sounds. This is an improvement that has come with Band in a Box 2009.5. Here are our two Southern Snappy electric guitar RealTracks styles from RealTracks Set 60. A new feature is that any missing RealTracks or Real drums now give a warning. I'll demonstrate by renaming the Guitar Electric Rhythm Southern Snappy Clean Even 90 RealTracks folder. Now I'll reload the same song, and a yellow hint message appears telling me that that RealTracks style is missing. This also works the same way with Real drums. You'll notice that this song has two MIDI tracks. There is a new feature that, when rendering your song to an audio file, you have the option of rendering the individual MIDI tracks as individual audio tracks. And when we go into the folder, we can see that here are those MIDI tracks as AIFF files, which can be imported and played in GarageBand or any number of other audio applications. There are several new features in the audio Chord Wizard, including a lead sheet window that shows the chords for the whole song on a single screen, the ability to click on a bar on the lead sheet to jump to that area of the song, the ability to mark sections of the song using part markers. This enables you to learn the form of the song, as you can see the various intro, verse, chorus, break sections at a glance, or quickly jump to the break simply by double-clicking on that part of the lead sheet. You are also now able to edit the chords yourself. For example, if I want to change this F-sharp minor 7th chord to a plain old F-sharp minor chord, I can simply type that in and press enter, and it's changed. And the chords that I entered myself display in blue, whereas the chords that came from the program are all displayed in black. To learn more about these and other features in the Audio Chord Wizard, check out the Audio Chord Wizard tutorial video at www.pgmusic.com. We hope you enjoyed Band in a Box 2009.5 for Mac and all of the new RealTracks and Real drums.